Hello Darts Nutz, welcome to Darts Review channel. In this video I'm going to be checking out the Mission Stephen Burton darts, and it looks a kind of a similar style to the Mervyn King with them scallops, but looking forward to trying these ones, so let's check them out. I'm reviewing the 23 gram version, the 90% tungsten. They're also in 25 in steel tip. There is no soft tip, and the retail for £49.95. So as you can see, the darts come in this cardboard packaging, and it's got a kind of a hexagonal pattern on it. I don't know if that's referring to anything, but almost looks like a beehive, so whether it's something to do with that, I don't know. The darts fitted into the Mission point holder, and they come supplied with the Mission Sabre polycarbonate and alloy topped, look to be short stems, and a set of the Mission Stephen Burton standard shape flights. The darts fitted with a black coated point, and it's a kind of a straight barrel dart, obviously with a twin scallop, and it looks as if it's probably center weighted, and it got quite a rounded bull nose there, and a single groove at the front and then a smooth section, but them two sections of scallop. So if you're going to hold into the scallop, then I suppose the scallop in a way kind of acts like a grip itself, but obviously the mid section is where most of the grip is, with that kind of flat ring grip. I don't know, maybe it's designed for holding like that, but obviously I'm a front gripper, so I'm going to be holding it there, but it might be quite nicely balanced there when I come to throw it for the mid section. But I think it's quite a nice looking barrel, actually, kind of simple but elegant looking, and the black tie coating contrasting against the yellow grooves gives it a nice overall contrast. And I'm not sure if that's something to do with that like honeycomb pattern thing on the box. Maybe there's some reference to bees or something, black and yellow, I don't know. And they're fitted with the Sabre short stems, and again the flights have got that honeycomb hexagon pattern on, so they're a standard 100 micron flight. So there's a slightly tapered bull nose, and then you've got a painted yellow groove, a chunky wide smooth section, and then a kind of a scallop with a groove either side. Well, it is a scallop, it's not a kind of a scallop, it is a scallop. And then the mid section is a fairly wide ring grip with slightly angled edges and fairly deep curved grooves, and then another scallop, and then on the rear you've got a single ring with the yellow groove and then a taper to the end of the barrel. So there's the super close look at the Mission Stephen Burton darts. Darts fit with a black coated 26mm point. There's a tapered bull nose, that's 4mm. Then you've got a smooth section with the groove either side, 6.5mm, and then a scallop, that's 7mm, again smooth. And then you've got this ringed section around the middle, that's 13mm, flat rings. And then you've got another scallop section, again 7mm, and then you've got a single ring and a couple of grooves, 2.4mm, a tapered smooth section, 5.8mm, length 45.77mm, and width 7.05mm. 22.97 grams, 23 grams exactly, 23 grams exactly, full setup 24.91 grams. Here's the balance with nothing attached and with the supplied setup, and this is the balance with medium in between short nylon stems and standard flights. Probably grippiest around the midsection, maybe 5.5 at most. Right, I'll just have a few throws. I'm just trying to think, where should I hold it? In normal position right on the nose or in that scallop? Let's try it on the nose first. Flies quite nice for me, but I think it's just more to do with the size of the barrel. It's quite often the kind of size that I prefer. I'll hold it a little bit more fully into the scallop on the next couple of throws, and then I'll try one from the midsection, I think. Ooh, went up a bit. Now obviously there's not a huge amount of grip, but the scallop itself kind of acts like a grip, and certainly flying through the air fine. I can't see any problems. One more go from that front scallop. Yes, quite a nice flying dart, but I'm not really having any issues with the grip. Maybe the coating's helping, but there's like a slight edge on where the scallop meets that groove there, so I'm getting a little bit of grip from that, so that's good. Let's try it fully from the midsection now. I should have one go because my elbow is hurting. Wait. Let's try and get my fingers right on it. Get a little bit more grip with the ring and groove there, and I think the balance is actually quite nice on that. So actually quite like these. A nice little dart. I think I'd like to be playing with them for longer, but obviously with my elbow being iffy I can't. But going to be interesting to see when I get around to throwing them properly how I do with them, because it actually feels quite a nice start. It was kind of similar to when I threw the Mervyn King darts for the first time. I thought these are not going to be any good for me, but they actually flew all right. So I don't know whether the scallops either side is giving it a different balance than if it was like a straight dart, but it did feel quite nice from the center there. So it might be one that'll work for mid grippers, probably the best. But like I said, if you're a front or rear gripper and you don't mind a scallop, it could be worth a try. But it actually flies quite nice for me from the front, and I think that is also down to the setup as well, because it's only quite a short setup. So again, balance wasn't too bad for me, but flew a lot better than I expected. So I'll be interested to try them for longer. So I'll leave you with the gallery so you can have a close look at them, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy darting.